Hello, my true crime lovelies. How are you? I hope you are well. This is very last minute, but I'm trying to close out May strong. And I think I said this before. Today's the cutoff for what we get paid on May 22nd. I've already beat my goal, but I was like, I have a little energy, but I don't have a lot of time. So I got to do it live instead of record and edit. So it'll all be up to Sugar Bear. But why am I yammering? Let's get into it. Let's roll the intro. Thank you to all the members. Thank you to everybody who buys me a coffee. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you're new, consider subscribing. Let's get into it. All right, here we go. Really quickly. It's going to be the date and time. It's going to be the direction, incoming or outgoing. It's going to, the other party is who Sarah is communicating with, incoming. So this is coming in from Sedacia. And then the subject in this one, it's let's get planning your wardrobe. And then the message. So without further ado, thank you guys for being here. I'm glad you had your notifications on. I appreciate y'all. Hi, Sarah. First and foremost, I hope you had a wonderful Labor Day. Even Labor Day, not Memorial Day. Pick up what she's putting down, Sarah. Even amidst everything happening currently, I appreciate your patience as I've been navigating some personal challenges with recent deaths in my family over the past week and a half. However, I wanted to reach out and assure you I'm moving forward with our plans to help you secure a fabulous wardrobe for court. Oh my God, everybody goes above and beyond for Sarah. If I had multiple deaths over the past week and a half, do you think I would be worried about Sarah and her wardrobe for court where she didn't take a plea deal and has a snuff film? I would not. But anyway, bless Sedacia. Thank you for your thoughtful reply. It truly brightened my day reading your response. I'm eager. Okay, bring me a packet and I'll do it. I'm eager to delve into your fashion preferences, pink shorts, and start selecting some clothing pieces to send your way. Could we set up a phone call to discuss your taste and brainstorm some exciting options together? I noticed your enthusiasm for dresses, and I can't wait to explore all the glamorous, girly ideas you have in mind. I also wanted to briefly touch on your hearing this morning. It seems Judge Cranick is quite biased, but it was encouraging to see you smile and exude confidence. Why is Cranick biased? He laid out his order, no continuances. That's not a bias. Anyway, Mr. Owens appears to be an excellent attorney for you to have in your corner. I wonder if you have considered potentially asking him to request the judge's recusal given the circumstances. In the journey of life, we often encounter obstacles and opposition that can seem insurmountable. We often encounter challenges that, oh wait, yeah, and no, she said it twice, insurmountable. We often encounter challenges that seem insurmountable. In our personal journeys, the opposition we face can be overwhelming. However, it is in these moments of adversity that we can find the strength to push through and conquer our challenges. One powerful quote that encapsulates this sentiment is as follows. You see yourself over there? It always seems impossible until it's done. Nelson Mandela. No, you are not quoting Nelson Mandela to the murderer. This profound insight from Nelson Mandela reminds us that resilience is not merely about avoiding failure. It is about how we choose to respond when we meet challenges. Mandela himself, a figure synonymous with perseverance and courage, faced decades of opposition during his fight against apartheid. Yet his ability to rise again after each setback serves as a beacon of hope and a model for all who face their own struggles. It always amazes me that Mandela walked free from his 27-year incarceration, only to become president of the very country that wrongfully imprisoned him. Let me know when you're available for a call, and I'll adjust my schedule accordingly. Looking forward to connecting soon. Best, Sasha. Sarah, outgoing to Lana at 8:21 on the 3rd. Now, remember September 3rd that Owens made his first appearance this day, so everybody's reaching out to her. Press conference, question mark, is the subject. Is it on right now? If so, what channel? Please watch if you are able and verbatim what you can, including post conference. I apparently, from what everyone is saying from the hearing, am missing a lot. The officer said that they changed the channel from Court TV. They switched to 2 other news channels and it was on. Really? Did you have a moment to send James my message? Did he respond? Brigitte Delhin. I have no idea, Lana, where she lives. It just shows the name on my account and on the receipts. Any guesses? And how many Brigitte Delhines could there be? And someone was supportive and kind to buy me 2 really good law books. It is such a surprise when I got back. It was such a surprise when I got back. I must be doing something right. Hope you're feeling good. You better not be overdoing it. I'll call you tomorrow. We've been bunked all day, Lana, since I got back at 12. This is ridiculous. Keep me posted. Love you. Thank you. I'm sapped and understand somehow you must feel after your beauty treatments. Ugh. So love you. Heart. So this annoys me because just like when Julian said, we know what you're going through, for her to say and understand somehow how you must feel after your beauty treatments, which she calls the dialysis beauty treatments, right? No, you don't, ma'am. You just went to court for a murder. You went to see about a murder you committed. You really? You're complaining that to having all the blood removed from your body ran through a machine and put back in? Insensitive much? Okay, 9:04, 6:47 a.m. So we're on the next day. Incoming from Lana regarding press conference. Hey, you poor thing. Yes, it is awful to be so wiped out. James called me while I was on dialysis, and 20 minutes afterwards, I had a crash event. And I'm so glad I wasn't on the phone when it happened, as it likely would have freaked him out. So that is basically, it's not a flat line, but it's close. Her body is shutting down and preserving all of her blood for her brain and her vital organ. I guess the brain is a vital organ. All her vital organs. Yeah. So it just like they've removed the blood from her body too fast, and her body crashes, thinking she's about to die, and so everything shuts down. I'm so glad I wasn't on the phone. It would have freaked him out, right? I got to say hi to his wife, too. He called again tonight before going to sleep. What's the matter? You okay? Oh, can I pick you up? All right, good. He said he is going to try, and I read him everything you told me. He said he is going to try to fly out to you this weekend, and if he can't make it, he would try for next weekend. I'm so happy he is spending time with you. Yes, Court TV had a 45-minute episode on all James Owens. He called in by phone and said pretty much the exact same thing he said outside the courthouse. You want lemonade? Outside the courthouse after your hearing. In the interest of not spending relaying, I'm going to relay the much longer and better conference outside the courthouse, and then relay the post phone call Court TV reaction, as there was nothing new introduced in the call, and the reporter interrupted him a number of times. So that's the day he went on that like kind of press spree, because he had the one outside the courthouse when he threw George's brother under the bus. Then he had the one where is Vinny on Court TV? Because I feel like they just had his picture for a while, and then they had him in a black t-shirt with bad lighting. Okay. And then he had a phone call one. It was a lot of press. But that's when Vinny was like, pro bono? And he was like, no, she's gonna pay me. And we all were like, what? Anyway, so, and there was nothing new introduced in the call, and the reporter interrupted him a number of times as well, as he said said a couple of explosive things outside the courtroom. He said he got some blowback about. You'll understand when I relay. I was on the phone and read him your messages to him. He was really happy with your double high five. Thank you to him. I was right when I said I would have been more suspicious of the guy if he had burst onto the scene all jovial and promising the world. In a sense, if we hadn't had to deal with Jack, quote unquote, I think we wouldn't have gotten James. It was good you put him through his paces. It was good he took his time to think about it, though it was maddening. He is formidable. I've never seen the state so animated in a hearing. Usually it's yes, Your Honor, or no objection, Your Honor, and that's it. Anyways, I hope you got some rest and were able to go mindlessly. James told me something I didn't know before about what you could be convicted of late last night. I really, really hate to not tell you, but I don't want to get you incriminated for discussing it with me, but it gave me a ton of hope. I had only thought there were 2 levels of conviction. Yes. And either one I hated. There's a third that is pretty much a win for you, and you walk out a free woman. I'm sure James has already told you, and if he hadn't, I'm dead sure he will. Man, this is when I wish I was a lawyer and our talks were privileged. Oh man, the things you and I will talk about together when this is over. Are doing wiggle, wiggle, wiggle? The cows of Minnesota better get ready to produce lots of milk for ice cream. One more thing. Everyone is applauding you writing the ad and being successful now. The ones who laughed are not laughing now. All of the pundits who got interviewed by Court TV are all impressed with the side of surprise. Anyways, I'll start another message and relay. Screw the moon. Love you to Pluto. I'll never accept it no longer being a planet. Is that right? Pluto's not a planet? I didn't know that. The 4th, 8:53 a.m. incoming from Jalen regarding its time. Corporal Tinsley should be coming to talk to you. Let me know what's going on and call me. So this is that class action lawsuit that she's trying to get into. Zipper. That's not a seatbelt. Oh, zipper. Yes, that's a zipper. 9:35 outgoing. Lana Albert. Press conference. Pluto will always be a planet. Yes. Isn't there someone in our chat with Pluto in the name? Is it Pluto is a planet or not? And neither is Sarah's decency. Oh my God. Wait, I got to put that on. How do I add, like I did last time, the, let's see if it'll let me do it while we're live. Yes. Ouch.
Tell me.
Tell you what?
Wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle. I did it last time. That's a new feature. Geez. To add the chat like we had it before. Maybe it won't be good anyway because it'll cover up what the text message are. One of these days. Mommy. I feel like every time I get StreamYard down, they add some new stuff. Mom? Okay, back to this reading. But I did want to put, as a planet in 2006, where have I been? Okay. So, Sarah, Pluto will always be a planet. Yes, you're so freaking great, Lana. Can I call you in a few? Lots to write, and we're being focused to come out in groups. So if I don't call soon, it may not be until late this afternoon. Ellipse. 9:04, so same day at 7:24 p.m. They must have talked on the phone because normally she and Lana are back to back. So this is Kellyanne Martin. Remember with Crime Watch with Ana Garcia. Hi, Sarah. I just wanted to check in with you and say hello. I spoke to your new attorney, James Owen. I think it's Owens, right? He is super nice and seems to know what he is doing. He is a bit concerned the judge hasn't given him more time to review, but he is ready for the challenge. I don't know why she would tell Sarah that. That's going to irk her. I just wanted to check in with you to see if you had any interest in writing out a statement for me now that you have an attorney. You can simply just respond to this message with any response letting me know. Well, if she spoke to James, why didn't she ask James? Like, hey, I'm interested in talking to Sarah. I reached out to her before. Now that she has you, can you ask her or can I reach out to her? You know what I mean? It's weird. I'm not saying it's wrong. Maybe this is how things done. I'm just saying it seems a little odd to me. Because if James wanted her to do it, he would talk her into it, or he would tell her, like, I don't want her talk, like he would tell Kelly, I don't want Sarah talking to the public right now. Anyway, you can simply just respond to this message with any response letting me know. I am looking forward to hearing from you. Hope you are well and feeling better about the choice of attorney. Thank you, Sarah! ! Best, Kellyanne. Kellyanne. Oh no, that's Caroline. Okay, so then Sarah sends Lana a message about Kellyanne Martin. She messaged me saying she spoke to James, who said he's concerned the judge hasn't given him more time but is ready for the challenge, end quote. Then she asked me to make a statement about having an attorney and how I feel about his work so far. Really? Talk about relentless. I am not responding. If you don't mind, could you please email James and tell him about, can't she talk to James on the tablet now? Oh, maybe we wouldn't see it. But I mean, why has she still got Lana running errands? And you see how Sarah made took no real interest in Lana having crashed. She's still giving her these errands. Ma'am, she could have died. Let her rest. Does she have to tell you? And I think Lana is assuming that Sarah understands the gravity. And so it's like, well, she's asking, she really must need this. You know what I mean? Like, let her have a day off. Then she asked me to, oh wait, I did that, sorry. If you don't mind, could you please email James and tell him about how uncaring and sideways she has been with me and to not divulge too much or really speak to them. I hate the fact that he even said what he did, but I know he knows what he's doing. Just warn him, please, and make him aware what he says will probably be published and taken out of context, which was our concern. Did he even ask about that? Where does she publish anyway? I hope you are feeling good, Lana, and relaxing. I worked my butt off today looking up things for James. I know he doesn't have time to do and mentioned to him a few times before in yet another law book someone brought for me. They really wanted me to succeed as pro se. It can definitely be applied on top of everything else. I hate that and I think that's kind of like a low-key dig back at Cashman. Like, I'm helping because I know it can be applied on top of everything else. Because remember, she and Cashman had that, like, she's telling me things that's not necessary. And then Sarah was like, she keeps telling me she doesn't want to hear it again and she's going to put it to rest and it's not important, but I know it's important. So I think she's like, even if he hasn't asked me, I know it can be applied, all caps, on top of everything else. Like, okay, ma'am. Thank you, Junkie the Bear. Let me get over here. I saw it pop up. I appreciate you. 2 lives today. It takes hours to get out of it, I think. That's what I'm learning. She's draining. She really is. It's like, oh, it must be exhausting to be here. I can't imagine. Like, I get to walk away. She's got to be here 24/7. I hate that I can't tell you so you could look up and agree. If you know what I'm saying, did you talk to or mention to James about the judge, prejudice, and bias, and impartial? So another word our dear straight A student is using incorrectly. You want the judge to be impartial. That's the judge's job. He's a neutral person. But I know she likes to say, my judge, my this, but just by the context of the sentence, using that with prejudice and bias, she clearly doesn't know. She either doesn't understand what impartial is or doesn't understand that it's in conflict with prejudice and bias. You know what that leads to, right? Copy and paste him for him, please. Please tell him. I was going to try and call him a couple of times today, but we either got bunked or the phones were all occupied. Who believes that? She just didn't want to call. I have those things where I'm like dreading a call. Like if I have to call and say like a bill is going to be late or something that I'm not really looking forward to and I'll keep putting it off. Like, I think that's what, like, girl. And can't she tell them I have to talk to my attorney? Like they have to unbunk her for that? Does anybody know? It just seems like it's not like you're calling, I don't know, your old neighbor to shoot the shit. You know what I mean? Oh, sorry. I gotta stop saying that. That one I don't think of as a curse word. But anyway, I wanted to tell him how inexpressibly and profusely grateful and excited I am to have him as my attorney, friend, and earthly hero. He will never know. I am speechless. Well, we can't tell, girl. I also wanted to explain to him my safe distance and not calling him too much. Oh, are you learning about boundaries, Sarah? And asking questions about anything as I have done in the past with former attorneys. Did she have a moment of introspection? Is that what I hear? Oh my God. And have been conditioned to an extent to be fearful in trying to progress. Oh, I spoke too soon. Don't be fearful. Just be mindful. I'm still waiting for the other shoe to fall and me be trashed and torn to pieces. I do feel worthy. Let me know if that is too loud. You just need to drive by on my TV. Okay, yeah, it's too loud. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna give you bio break music while I fix this. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, I'm pretty sure my TV is possessed because he couldn't have done that. And then when I tried to turn it off, let me hide this message. It wouldn't go off. So, you guys, if you see anything strange behind me that breaks through the blue screen, drop something in the chat. Okay, back to this. So she's still waiting for the other shoe to fall and to be trashed and torn to pieces. I do not feel worthy of this blessing with James or you or Billy or Christina or anything else good finally happening to me and for me. It is the process of accepting love and care. Please tell him that. I had to come to jail to find it. Did you? I said in our last meeting how much I love him. Did you tell him how you were getting staples so you could tighten up your clothes for when he comes to visit you? He is a gift and a very good definition of love and blessing. You too, Lana. I feel you both in my heart and mind and soul in every fiber of my being. Thank you with all of me. Me again. I had a ball talking to you this morning. How much did that cost? Blow up doll face. Oh my God. So you had time to talk to her all morning, but not to call Owens. I can't. Priceless, right? Yeah, priceless for you, Sarah. You're talking about a woman on disability spending her disability coins on you, but I guess that's how she wanted to spend it. It's her money. We could be on there for days if we had the opportunity. We're going to leave dents in your couch from sitting and talking and gasping and laughing. It's on. Beast out, feast out. I'm going, beast out, feast out. Is that a thing? Okay. I'm going to I'm going to go turn to my laptop and eat something, then go to bed. I just cannot seem to get enough sleep no matter how early I try to. I'll touch base tomorrow. Uh-oh. Okay, you guys can hear me, right? I saw a mute over there and I'm like, "Oh no, but it's mute. It's a different machine." Wait. Um I just cannot seem to get enough sleep no matter how early I try to. I'll touch base tomorrow. You know it. So keep me posted and let me know what James says and all the world about the news and improved Sarah Boone. Yes, that's me. Love you, my beautiful, like no other ever, stupendous, one of a kind, best friend forever. 6 exclamation points. You are beyond wonderful. Heart, smile. I do because of you, Lana. Heart, thank you immeasurably. Heart. Oh my God. She's back to Yoda. I do because of you. Okay, the 4th of September, 11:42 p.m. Incoming from Julian Delepine. I think this is actually, yeah, Peter, because it says here Julian and I. And the subject is an idea for consideration, ellipse. Dear Sarah, after careful consideration on the documentary project, Julian and I believe we need to change course. It is likely that we would only release this film after the verdict, and this will have little effect in swaying public opinion. So we thought to truly counter the prevailing media narrative, we should act strategically. We want to share a new concept that would accomplish our goal and contribute to your legal defense costs. We have sent this concept to James Owens as well. She's not going to like that. They sent it to James before they sent it to her. That might be protocol because she is represented now. But, she's been trying to run point. She's even like put herself, stepped in front of Lana, where before Lana was her representative running point. Well, we saw last couple of texts how she was like, they didn't mention flying you out. You might want to double check. So this might be a little like point of contention, shall we say, for her. Let's see. Here is what we would like to propose. We would like to conduct an in-depth interview with you where we can explore your story, the challenges you have faced, and touch on your case, but only in a thoughtful, high-level manner. We want to assure you that this material will not be released to mainstream media where it risks being distorted. Instead, we plan to leverage the YouTube true crime community. Hit me up, Peter. Holla, which we believe holds substantial sway over public opinion. We have access to 3 YouTube channels that easily cover the estimated 5 million true crime universe. Oh, they have access. Dude, go on. I'm listening. This release strategy will allow us to present an undistorted interview where the public can engage directly through comments and discussions. Likely, mainstream media will report the interview after the fact, but this will be only after millions of people have seen the unfiltered version. Oh, yeah, we don't have millions. Sorry there, Peter. Our publication strategy is simple but effective. We'll offer these YouTube true crime channels exclusive first access to the interview and agree that they will air it in full. You're going to have to pay them for that. You know that, right? In return, they will tell their subscriber base that they have been given the exclusive rights to air the interview, but that the channel needs their help. The channel will explain to their audience that you are raising funds. Oh, that I want to know which channels he thinks are going to participate in this foolishness. that you are raising funds. I mean, obviously we're not a pro Sarah channel, but the lovelies, y'all are like, well, how is she getting money from these people? She shouldn't get any money. So I would like to see these pro Sarah channels where they're like, yeah, let me kick you down some ends. Where's Melissa? Let's get Melissa in here. Like, you need some money, girl? Here you go. Dollar bills, y'all. Where they at? Where they at? She couldn't get a dime from me, even if it was I dug it out of the bottom of my toilet. No, ma'am. Okay. So they'll explain you're raising funds, which will be used to support a cause you choose. Not even if it was animal rescue. I'd rather just send it directly to the animal rescue people. The channel will go on to explain that after the fundraising goal is reached, the YouTube channels will have exclusive access to the interview. Oh, so they want to raise the funds first to get the coins. But then what big YouTuber is going to run that interview without being paid up front? Like, that's, I don't know. We can I think people would lose credibility. I mean, look at how much like people turned on Mentor Lawyer when he did an interview with her and posted it and went to visit her. Like, can you imagine running an all pro Sarah? First of all, asking your subscribers, you're asking subbies to pay into the whatever of her choice, which I get it, that serves their cause and members only. Or we were talking about how they help bring attention to worthy causes and get money. So that serves the Delepine creative cause. Then they would have the interview, the pro Sarah interview to like see the real Sarah. But what would be in it for the YouTubers? Are they expecting that only the ad revenue? Do you know what I mean? Like, what are you guys saying? I don't know. I think this is super fishy. Hello, Laura. Hello, Yana. Oh, right. For a straight age, it's like she wants to be contrary. She will cut off her nose to spite her face. Okay, apologies. Wait. Shoot the interview in one day and have it edited with your and Jamie's approval within several days thereafter. We believe this approach will not only humanize you in the public eye, but also generate funds you can use to bolster your defense. How? How is it generating funds for her? If one group is sending it to her cause, am I missing something? How would she get money from it? Is she the worthy cause that they're sending money to? Apologies for yet another email, but we were eager to propose the idea. We're thinking about you. Stay strong, stay positive. Sincerely, Peter and Julian. So I think also here their motive is we have to get something out before her verdict. And so they're using that, they're dangling that carrot of we'll get money for your legal defense. But I honestly think if they're honest, because everyone's going to know it's not for, well, no, would we know at that point? Because James was saying she's going to owe him. But Crane had clarified on the record, everybody wasn't watching the hearing, so he did clarify on the record that Owens was working pro bono. So I don't think who's going to give her money for family court. You know what I mean? Like, so she can steal money from her former husband's single parent household. This is shady AF. Okay. Incoming Lana regarding Kellyanne Martin at 2:28 a.m. on the 5th. Hey, you. Yes, I love talking to you on the phone. I make sure I have enough phones on it for 2 hours worth of time if need be. 15 minutes goes by so fast. It's what happens when good friends chat. Someday I won't have to hear that maddening woman break in telling us we have 1 minute remaining. I was going to ask you, and I bet it would take an hour, but obviously you have had a religious upbringing, especially if you knew that Salome was the name of the daughter of Herodias. Don't make fun of me, guys. Not many people outside of the church know that, even if they have heard the story of John the Baptist. How did you come to be a believer? What kinds of churches did you grow up in, if any? I wouldn't be any kind of friend if I didn't know this part about you. Something fundamental you and I, and it seems James, share. It's not James is a believer. Was he believing when he was diddling with those women? Oh my God, the devil will quote the scripture for his own purpose. It's not a coincidence that all three of us are devout. Speaking of James, I will most certainly cut and paste your words into an email for him. Like I said, he wants to see you this weekend, but it wasn't in stone. As for Kellyanne, yeah. Why didn't I think of that before? Question mark, question mark. Yes, she is persistent. B, no way would I trust she wouldn't gotcha you. But it's actually brilliant that James is speaking to her and doing interviews. He's doing your PR and will get George's brother onto the world consciousness as well as being the it person to speak for you. James is protecting you big time as well as using them. Remember, Kellyanne and Anna Garcia are from a true, or Anna, I think she says it Anna, Garcia are from a true crime news, formerly Crime Watch Daily. That's like being on 2020, 60 Minutes, or Dateline NBC. Chris Hansen is also on True Crime News. Kellyanne and Anna are big deals in the media, and James using them is a massive help for you. It's totally right that you aren't talking to them personally, and if they keep pestering you, tell them to talk to my lawyers. So, like, talk to the hand girl. God, that feels good to say that, and I'm not quite used to it yet. James did incredibly well at their press conference and stuff. He is a master with the media, and the more he steps up for you, the more it makes your former lawyers look incompetent. Really? That wasn't my perspective on it, perception of it. You guys let me know. Did James talking out make like Cashman and those guys look incompetent? Mauricio Padilla? He was giving desperate to me, especially when he brought up the stuff about George's brother. That's why I didn't cover it. I was like, oh, he's planting seeds. He wants this to become a story. No, we're gonna focus on your girl who put her boyfriend in the suitcase and thought it was funny. They were having a good day with a bat and some stairs. Okay. One pundit on Court TV said it best. James is demonstrating what a passion for the law is all about by stepping up for Sarah Boone's defense. I agree. I sent a message to the Brigitte Delhine on LinkedIn. Haven't heard back yet, but I hope to. I sent you her pic via Emilio! Exclamation point. Hopefully she will reach out again and confirm I have the right lady. I'm not worried if I have the wrong one, but I'm hoping she leaves more breadcrumbs next time. Because of her, you've got the caffeine energy and you're going to smell like heaven. What? Which is important in a jail. I don't know what that means. Why is she going to smell like heaven? Ha ha ha. I've never seen Orange is the New Black, but I am tempted. Until I got sick, I hardly ever had time for television. Can you believe I've only watched 2 episodes of The Simpsons in my entire life? In 1991. Never seen Friends. What? Oh my God, I own so many of the seasons of Friends. I don't know if I have all 10 years on DVD. And yes, I still have them. They're in my ottoman. I have a DVD player. Don't judge me. I'm still a member of SAG-AFTRA, and every year we get the what is it for your consideration, the ones that want to be nominated. So they started sending out links too, but I get the DVDs, so I watch them. But you've never seen Friends? That's crazy. Or Cheers, or I'm okay with Full House. That's all right. The only sitcom I ever really watched as an adult is The Office. I watched the UK version. Otherwise, when I was a kid, my favorite was Family Ties. Oh, I loved Family Ties. I also like Facts of Life. Naturally, I was a Joe fan. So Lana's middle name is Joe. And she kind of looks like that actress. What was it? Nancy Mc something. Otherwise, I was a huge nerd and look forward to Star Trek: The Next Generation. Oh my God, my house was a huge Star Trek house growing up. I'd come home from work late at night and watch the episodes at midnight. Your Hearing was the first time I saw Billy. My husband had come in the room and asked who that was when the camera panned to him chewing gum and watching the proceedings. He remarked, "Hey, he reminds me of Soda Popinski from Punch Out." I don't know who that is. I love Soda Popinski. He used to beat the crap out of Dan when we would play Nintendo together before we were married. He never could get past him, so I always had to take over to beat him. My God, this is getting long. We have a long war, Sarah. This next month is going to be insane. I'm glad you don't have to be bullied by Kranich the Pill anymore. I'm glad your fellow jail citizens are rallying behind you. Are they? Makes me smile, as do you. Talk to you soon, my friend. All right, outgoing to her brother at 9:36 on the 5th. Why is the subject? FYI. Hi, hope you're amazing. Things are finally getting brighter for me. If you didn't hear about my new attorney and dream team, real, not even pro bono. What? God hears me. I just wanted to, how is it not pro bono? So now she's saying she's going to be paying for him? Did the Delepines offer to pay? Something's wrong. But that, yeah, okay. God hears me. I just wanted to give you a heads up, please. Someone will be calling you to share information you have about George, what you didn't like about him, what you saw and heard, any experience you had with him. Did he give you permission to give out his number for this foolishness? Did he say he wanted to be involved? Are you telling him, or is this a question, a request? Please clarify. Not I wanted to give you a heads up. I'm ready to ask a favor of you, dear brother, who hardly speaks to me over the past few years because we don't get along. Anyway, okay. What you saw and heard, any experience you had with him that will help me in my case against him. What case against him? Ma'am, you're accused of murder. There's no case against him. He's the victim. Also, maybe asked about our family life, paying bills and mortgages. So that's going to be Owen's asking him that, right? Because remember, she said on the stand that when her father died, she had to get a job and help out, not mentioning that her father died 2 weeks before her 18th birthday. And so, yeah, you should have been helping with some bills, girl, or you should have got yourself a place to live. Okay. Deaths, etc. Also about awful lying Cashman, about me getting a bond and simply needing your address. Even though, remember, she didn't want a bond, she just wanted to like exercise her rights. You know, the right that she should have exercised, the right to remain silent. That was the one right I would have rallied behind her on. But this right for a bond and you have no money, wasting the attorney's time when you have very little time to get to your court date. No, ma'am, I'm not gonna get behind that right. No milk. Okay, you can have lemonade.
No.
Okay. Maybe about dad and alcoholic Gene. Oh, and Brian. Was her dad an alcoholic? No. Okay, let me see. He's getting sleepy. But the alcoholic Gene. So maybe it's on the dad side. She mentioned the dad. And Brian. I don't know, but it's what's been talked about with me. Just contribute what you think is in my best interest, please. You are the only representation. Let me rock you. Can I rock you?
No.
I can't rock you? Okay. Let me see. Of our family, Philip. The only pulse, and I have to stand up for me, us. Think about it. Our brother. No. Okay. I'm going to have to wrap this up. How far did we get? Oh my God, 43 minutes. Let's see if I can just get through this part. I want to hear the rest about what she writes, Philip. I don't know, but it's what's been talked about with me. So how could someone talk about the alcoholic Gene with you? You would have to be forthcoming with that, right? Anyway, just contribute what you think. I said that. Think about it. One brother out of everyone. At least I have you who is normal and intelligent and brave. Thank you in advance and always. You know this. Please keep an ear out and answer if available and call back if you miss. Please. You must understand the importance of your role being my only family tie. I've told them how important you are to me in so many ways. My brother, you. I am forever grateful. I am your only sister. I love you. Thank you. Please keep me posted when they call so I know what to expect of your involvement, no matter the level. Just let me know. Love you more than you know, and no matter what. Thank you. Okay. I think that's going to be it, guys, because I'm going to go through comments. We'll take this down because I think he's going to be up, pick you up. Okay. She's saying hello. Sam has her memberships up. We were in her live chat earlier and using the emojis. There's one of Henry the cat. Okay, let me see what. Oh, there's a lot of comments. Hey, Tipsy Gamer, Tess, we can see you. How much are ho-hos and wingdings in prison? I think, did I show you guys that? I thought I showed a menu. I'll show that in, right, devout fool, not a devout Christian, not all three of them. Lana may have been. Of the three, I will give her the benefit of the doubt, but everything like we know about Sarah and Owens, not devout Christians. But you know, the church is a hospital for sinners. A lot of people going to hell right from the front pew. The wing meal Sarah wants is pricey AF. In jail? Oh my God. What I don't understand, and I'll have to ask Miss K, because Miss K usually watches these and then she'll tell me, how do they heat up these hot meals? How do they become hot if they're getting delivered in the mail? Like, or is iCare like sending a hot truck and they give it right away? It just always bothered me. Comparing Sarah to Nelson Mandela. Yeah, I don't know why she brought that up. And I'm assuming maybe wrongly that it's a person of color, which makes it even more ridiculous to me. Like Nelson Mandela was fighting for a whole group of people. Sarah is just fighting to be out and running around in her pink shorts. Like that is not the same thing. Yes, she is telling that she's saying she's the victim of Lana. She's been used by Lana. Lana didn't do what she was told. It's crazy. I know some of her like flying monkeys are saying it's because of me. It's not because of me. It's because of Sarah and her being controlling. I just happened to be in the middle of the controlling bit, but I didn't force Lana to talk to me. So it's not because of me. Yeah. And no, like there's it's posted. It's not a long video because I just wanted to get the clip out. It'll be in a longer video, but it'll be later because the conversation happened in April and I'm still in the January text. But it's like it's silly. She's controlling them, and if they do something that she doesn't want them to do, she'll see. She'll learn. Or they will see, they'll learn. I mean, I think that was like the final, because I think at the end, Lana was still holding out hope. You know, she was like, we'll never be the friends that I thought we were, but she was still holding out hope that there was a decent person there. And like to find out there wasn't, I think that was like soul crushing for her. Because she said there was like an email that came through and she was like, I was a little excited. Like I didn't know what to expect, but I was a little excited. Like we're not completely never talking to each other again. And it was basically like a form reminder to finish her registration or she wouldn't be able to send Sarah money. So I tried to cheer her up and I said, maybe it's just like automated. There's a system that automatically sends it out. Maybe she didn't trigger it and it's not, because that would be extra shitty. She's not talking to her and then she's still pinging her to send her money, like to make sure she has a way to send her money. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping it was just like some, you know how some systems are like in 2 days or whatever. Like my physical therapy people, they send me a reminder. In 2 days is your appointment, and then tomorrow's your appointment. Can you still go? Because they're trying to make sure if I'm not going, they can give my slot away. So I'm hoping it was something like that. But Sarah's not a good human being. I don't know if the Delepines actually believe her. But I will say I'm glad they did not help her with this last motion. So maybe they're finally like understanding. Because not yesterday's, was it yesterday? It might have been, or was that this morning? Text messages where he was like, Peter was repeating, so your husband like relocated without permission. Do I have that right? And she didn't come back and correct him. He didn't relocate. He had the court's permission to relocate with his son because there was family closer and there was like his son was being bullied. There was this whole document he wrote out. And it was called a temporary relocation because it was temporary because Sarah's situation was temporary, right? Until her criminal case was resolved. So the judge was like, child support will be held while you're incarcerated. We'll revisit it later. This relocation is temporary. It will be revisited like once your criminal case. And I'm not hearing any motion. I'm not hearing any argument on Brian's motion to eliminate or reduce child support until after your criminal case. But he did go on to say, like, the respondent is persistent. So I advised her she can push forward if she would like, but it will be taken into consideration that she is incarcerated, right? So that's telling me, like, move forward if you want to, but the fact that you're incarcerated will not be in your favor in my decision. Otherwise, he could have just made the decision. Like, that was not Jackson, that was Michael Dean. So, but she led the Delepines to believe, like, Brian just suddenly stopped, which technically he did stop paying for that first 2 years, but then he had that paperwork, the motion, and so it had to be stayed, and the judge said after the criminal proceeding. And Kranick knew it because he was like, I did family law for a while, so there has to be, like, did he stop? Like, he didn't file a change in circumstances, you know what I mean? So everybody was aware. Sarah was pretending, but she couldn't pretend with Kranick because he knew what was up. And then he shut down Owens when Owens was like, he just hasn't been paying. And the judge was like, are you sure? That is tummy butter. Do you have stretch marks on your tummy? You need that?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my God. Boone's former lawyers are still highly respected in the legal world. Owens is exactly, Kathleen. And we saw earlier in the members that O'Mara guy he thinks all of the lawyers being withdrawing were Sarah's fault. He was like, it's obvious. And he spoke very highly of Patricia Cashman. He kept calling her Trish. He was like, I know it wasn't Trish. So, yeah. Exactly. He's going to take that to his grave. When will we know? You're asking Margarita. What did Margarita say? Oh, I got to go back. So the second question was the Delepines. What was the $1 million question? Something that Sam asked. Oh my God. Larry. Sarah, quite contrary. How does your commissary fund grow? With Lana's money and Christina's money and Flying Monkey's money all in a row. Oh my God. It's like, but she's convinced a lot of people. My TV is on a shelf in the garage. Not Edgar Allan Poe. My TV is on the wall, but it is definitely not connected. I mean, it's connected to the internet and in the living room to the DVD player. But I mostly watch YouTube. Every once in a while, I'll watch a movie with Sugar Bear. But I mean, like every blue moon, he's probably seen 4 movies, and he's gonna be 2 on Monday in his 2 years on the planet. Yeah, she was a gamer. Oh, hey, just a lazy gamer. Lana was a big gamer. Creating the pill. I got more and more obsessed with Daddy Krennic. Yes, exactly. My dream team. I don't know what that is. Okay, guys, I'm just making sure I didn't miss anybody. You guys check out Just a Lazy Gamer. In addition to Sarah's coverage, he's covering Lori Vallow Daybell. I saw something earlier that was spicy. I gotta watch it again though, because I was like running around and not fully paying attention. But I know he posted maybe one today and one yesterday. He's got the good snark. So yeah. Oh, according to the Look at You Tipsy Gamer, The iCares website, all meals must be picked up by the inmate and consumed in the dining hall. So that sounds to me like they're delivered in like those rolling racks at maybe, but she kept making it sound like it was some sort of party. Like I wanted to join in with everyone else with theirs. So she could have just eaten regular food and sat at the table with them. Like she made it sound like there was some dining hall or something going on. I knew they didn't have microwaves. So I was like, how does this work? Yes, Yvonne, her brother wanted her to take the deal and she went apeshit on him. And he said, "You're facing life." And that's when she went off and was like, "That's what Cashman is saying." And then she told him the story of Christina. Like she told her she was facing life and then she walked out scot free. But when Kranick said it during the plea deal discussion, did she think he was like, that was a threat too? Like, girl, you're facing life. Like, for real, for real. But obviously, she didn't think she was going to get life. Otherwise, she wouldn't have wrote that nasty forgiveness letter and said it with full throated forgiveness. Attacking George, his mom, his parents, his like, what? Michael Gross, the dad, is at Nyama. Oh, okay. Oh my God, how old is he now? I feel like but he had a receding hairline, but he felt, when you're little, everybody seems old. He probably was like in his early 30s or something. I don't know. But I'm like, yeah. Oh, I wish we could hear from Cashman too. I don't know why she thought that then, Tipsy Gamer. She thought she was going to wear them down to time served. Like the deal they gave her was a decent plea deal, right? Like she could have, I don't know if she would have gotten out before her son reached the age of majority, but it would have been shortly thereafter. Like she would have been able to connect with him while he was in college. Now she's thrown away everything. But the more I think about it, I feel like deep down she wanted to be in prison. What was she going to do with herself out of prison? It's not like she could sue the state for like a wrongful lawsuit or wrongful prosecution. Was she going to get a job? Because her alimony money was going to be gone. Where was she going to live? Who was going to take care of her? Like she had always lived with someone. She went from her house with her mother to a house with Brian to a townhome with George. Yeah. It just, I mean, she would have been eligible for child support, but at that point, Brian had already moved. Would the courts have made him? I don't know. But like, yeah. Michelle, at least it seems like they have some sense because originally in the earlier text, they were saying they wanted to get it all done before trial started. Now realizing, and after having talked to James, they knew they didn't have enough time. Excuse me. So they wanted to get that one interview in, which is also why I think they wanted Lana to go. I think they were already thinking about that they had a long way to go and a short time to get there. We got a long way to go. And anyway, so they wanted to get it all done in one shot. But ultimately, I feel like they're trying to make money off of her. Like, is she clearly she's not like a spokesperson for DV victims. She's not even likable. She wanted 10 years instead of the 15. And instead she walked away with life. How'd that negotiation work for you, Sarah? Yes. When you make a snuff film, and when you tell the officers repeatedly it was a good day, and then you get to court and it wasn't a good day, and we find out from the autopsy that you beat him about the head, the face, like his eyes were jacked up, the back of his head had knots on it, the front of his head had knots on it. And to Mr. J's point, that didn't all happen while he was in the suitcase. Like the bat wouldn't have had access because his head would have been bent down. Like, girl, what were you doing in there? I know. I'm glad she didn't take it either. I'm just like trying to run through the logic of like how is she imagining it to end? But at that point, she would have come out. She would have fought for her alimony, right? She would have been convicted of manslaughter, not murder. So maybe they would have given her, but it still would have been out by April. And there was no way he owed her $60,000 because he owed her nothing from the time in 22 until whenever they went to court when he filed that document. So yes, please subscribe if you don't mind, if you're not subscribed. And A thumbs up would be awesome. I don't know that they do respect her, Drunky. Um, I mean, does she respect herself? It's hard to respect somebody who doesn't have any self respect. Was inconsistent with the image she has of herself, so she didn't really believe it. I think you're right, Paola. Hopefully, I'm saying that right, because even in the conversations with Lana, she would overinflate herself and her achievements. And I can't remember. There's some biblical figure. Lana said Sarah felt that she was like, but that's why she liked Lana so much. She didn't have a record, and she just like thought she was better than everyone else. Like perhaps teaching some of them, but no doubt better, and in the wrong place. She didn't belong there. So that might have been a hard pill to swallow to say like I actually did murder someone. I am actually looking at life. But I just feel like all survival instincts would have. Oh my God. Okay. He's gone for a while. Let me go back to the reading for a little bit and see what we can get away with. Maybe he's decided he doesn't want milk. Take this off the screen. Okay. Everybody okay with that? Outgoing to Lana from Sarah. It's me again, 9:42 p.m. I only have 5 minutes to write before I have to share the tablet with the next person. WTF, sorry. Really quick. 1, are my objections up? 2, is the motion for Kevin Beck's co-counsel up? It wouldn't be a motion, it would be a notice to appear. I'll write more tomorrow. Love you always. Thank you always. Heart. Then she sends one to Christina. 2 minutes later, hey, bestie. Love you. Heart. Always heart. Thank you, heart. Always heart. Oh my God. You wasted 50 cents for that, girl. 9:05, 10:05 p.m. So same night, incoming from Lana, your case docket. I know I do this at times. Your objections are still not posted. Here is everything. And then there's a list, case to remain as previously said, yada, 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 motions, forensic psychologist. If you're on the replay crew, hey, replay crew, I appreciate you. You can slow this down and watch that. If you're on the replay crew, drop a heart. I like blue, but drop whatever color you want in the comments so I can shout you out. Okay, 9:05, 10:41 p.m. incoming from her brother regarding why. Hey there, I'm glad that you have some good news. I will answer if they call, but if they do not leave a message, I block all numbers. So make sure they leave a message and I will return their call. I know that's right. Some boundaries. You guys think a lot of people reached out to him about her? Like the YouTubers. I'm finding out a lot of YouTubers just feel real comfortable going on like Facebook and whatnot and calling people. I was surprised. I mean, I guess that's their investigative journalist, but I can't imagine like calling her brother. But whatever. Get y'all story. So you can also give them my email, which is the best way to contact me. Let me know. And as always, I will do what I can to help you. I love you. Be strong and keep your head up. I'm waiting on a deployment call to work in Israel. So who knows when they will call me in? I'm also still waiting on the rotator cuff surgery from last job. So it's just a waiting game for now. Well, again, I love you and I'm always here. So here we have a deployment and he does need surgery because someone was like, he can't be deployed if he has surgery, if he has a pending surgery. Rotator cuff. And then also, one of you guys said you don't think he's actively in the Marines anymore, that he's a contractor, like a defense contractor. So if that's true, maybe you can be deployed. I don't know enough about the military. So I don't know how their deployments work. I know they don't make a lot of money, and Sarah's always like dry begging, but that's a whole other story. Okay, the 6th at 10 a.m. Jalen incoming regarding its time. You good? Call me. Javon birthday, Sunday, September 8th. Same day, 11:05. Outgoing to Lana regarding it's me again. Morning. You know I shred my itinerary every single morning, right? It's never my plan. It's God's. Where is he directing you today? It sounds like a Capital One commercial. What's in your wallet? What does she mean she shreds her itinerary? Like she's getting things done? Well, if getting things done is refusing breakfast and complaining, I'm sure it's shred. If it's in your Holy Spirit filled soul to speak to Kelly, please do, Lana. I trust no one like I do you and Billy. So do what your heart tells you. If I were to give any advice, please make it count, Lana. Make the world understand me at least a little bit better. I don't know if anybody can do that. Clarify. Stop judging and unnecessarily hating me when they don't even know me. Copy paste to Kelly from me. What did you think before sending? What would you do if your sister or mother or aunt or grandmother or best friend were being hit and abused and really hurt secretly and they stayed terrified and silent for so long with so much to say? Is that you, Sarah? Is that what's happening to you? Is that what happened? I am trying to advocate for myself and everyone, all caps, else who's ever been beaten mentally, physically, emotionally, soulfully by anyone or entity. So you're advocating for your victim now? I am trying to be a leader and not a follower of silence any longer in anything, including with the justice system. Clearly, all can see it is not just and believes in enabling the wrong and oppressing the right. What? Word salad. I'm asking for the world to stop, all caps, yelling at me because everyone else is and without proper understanding. You don't know me. You don't know me. And what I've done and what I've gone through and I'm still and will be for the rest of my life. You do know I, all caps, am an overcomer of domestic violence. It conditions you. You guys think she's been reading up on Battered Spouse something? It makes you unsettled. It makes you hard in ways no one knows about because nothing has been said, only misunderstood because of hiding and holding back. Scars are not just on the outside, but there's one on your ankle, right? Oh no, that's a wound. Wounds are on the outside. All screaming is not audible. Understand. Kindness is the willingness to support and celebrate others in a world where selfishness is often the default. One of the most underrated qualities of kindness is the courage that it takes to stand up for someone other than yourself, having the generosity of spirit to recognize the obstacles of others and support them. That takes courage. That kind of courage inspires kindness in others and creates a beautiful ripple effect in all of us. Cindy Spiegel. Judge yourself before you judge someone else who you have no clue how really great they are because it's veiled from ignorance. Remember also who judges you. Stop being afraid to be you. Stop being afraid to stand out. See the beauty in everyone and everything everywhere. Seek. She has so much fight in her, though. Do you know what I mean? When she's like, I'm meek and mild. Don't judge me. It's like, okay, girl. I don't know. I'm not saying she was never abused or that they were not both abusive. She's like, I don't know. She's giving abuser to me as someone who survived an abusive relationship. Oh, yeah, you came back? Did you say hi to everybody? Hello?
No.
You don't want to say hi? Okay. All right, I'm going to finish this paragraph and then we're really going to go. Seek. Do not forget to entertain. Oh, wait. See the beauty in everyone and everything. Everywhere. Seek. Do not forget to entertain strangers. For by doing so, oh God, we're quoting something. By doing so, some have unwittingly entertained angels. Hebrews 13:2. Believe. See worthiness. Rise. I am grateful for my gifted opportunity to stand out, to be understood, seek greater goodness, and rise above my circumstances. Faith to sight. Prayer to praise. Forever. Sarah Boone. Me again. Yes or no? What are you going to write? Send me first so I can soak up the praise. Please send me a picture of her picture of my flyer. This is epic. Also, tell her I asked to know how and where she is publishing my statement above. I want to know so you can find and save for me, please, and to know how far it goes. What do you think? Love you. Okay, so that is, I don't know why she can't understand if this is to the Anna and the whatever Ann Kellyanne. Ouch! That it's not a newspaper. It's like a video. Wow! You pawed me. I didn't need my nose. It's okay. It's she's strange, but this, I think it's really it, because I think he's gonna go to bed soon. He's sleepy, as he should, since it's 12:03. He had a long nap right before we did the members live, so I knew he was gonna be up for a little bit, and then I gave him a little bit of Diet Coke. So it's my fault. It's not his. Yeah, she went off on him, but I thank you guys for popping on last minute with me. As always, I appreciate your support. Are you saying quack? Quack, quack like a duck? We're going to say goodbye. You remember what we say?
Bye.
What do we say?
Bye.
Is that, not on this channel. We don't say bye-bye. What do we say? Look.
Cheers.
Toodles. Say it nice and loud. Toodles.
Cheers.
Okay. We'll see you guys later. Bye.